Hey everyone, it's Stephanie1111 Witchy Babe. Welcome to my channel. So what are we doing today? This is a pick a card reading, as you can see by the title, and it's going to be the one that won on the community tab. I did a poll on it, so make sure that you are checking that out, just because I am going to be dropping more voting options on what to see next. And so what won was no communication. What are their thoughts and feelings about you right now and about the relationship? So we have three options here. You can listen to all three. You can listen to one, whatever you want to, whatever you're drawn to. That is what I want you to do. You can find the timestamps located in the description box and also in the pinned comment for all my mobile users. And I will see you at your selection. Hello group, Queen of Pentacles. So this is going to be your reading for thoughts and feelings, no communication. What is your person thinking about you, thinking about the relationship, feeling about you and the relationship? So as a reminder, as always, these are general energy readings. They are not a reading based on your specific energy. So you can only take the bits of information that apply to you and leave everything else behind that doesn't. If you end up really wanting to see what's going on in their head and their heart regarding you specifically, I offer this specific reading on an individual basis, and you can book that at my website, 1111witchybabe.com. It's called Thoughts and Feelings, and I think it's like the third or fourth option listed on my website. So if you want to book that with me, you can go ahead and do so. And depending on when you're watching this, if you're watching this when it is newly released, like day of or the next day, I am currently running a 30% off sale on all of my readings. So that's only going to be lasting through this weekend. So it'll be a good time to book if you are looking to. All right, let's see. My Queen of Pentacles. What is your person? What's going on with them? What do they think about you in the relationship right now? Okay, so we have Four of Wands coming out. Good. King of Cups. The Empress. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Okay. One more card. What are they thinking about you in the relationship? Libra. Okay. So there's something going on. Like there's a lot of really good cards here, but there is definitely something going on with the Seven of Swords. So let's start from the beginning of the story. The fact that the Queen of Pentacles is a card that you're attracted to, it's going to indicate to me that this person definitely finds you as a source of security, a stability, and like this home energy. Home is what I heard ever since I put these initial cards down. That's what I was hearing whenever I drew them up for this reading with the Queen of Pentacles. And the fact that the Four of Wands came out, that is a card of home, is just perfect. So it definitely checks off that box in regards to that is something that they definitely think about you. They feel like this connection is very stabilizing for them. It's a type of thing that they hope eventually that you guys reconnect, because they want to have a long-lasting relationship with you. They want to have a long life with you. This person that you're dealing with, I believe that they're either a water sign, so they could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or have that heavy in their chart. And I also believe they have some Libra in their chart, so they're going to be water and air. They could be like a Libra rising. I heard Libra moon. And they might have they could be an Aries rising and then have their Libra, their 7th house in Libra. Okay, so that's a little bit of astro identifiers that might be going on. Doesn't have to be. I just throw that out there for those that are going to resonate. But this person, they see themselves as being like the King of Cups, and they see you as being the Empress. They see you as being this beautiful, divine, I heard beautiful, divine creature. Like they almost don't see you as being human. And that's weird. Like you're on a really high pedestal with this person. I don't think you're anything like they have ever experienced before. Like you're not like any other exes. And I think that you're just very, very beautiful. There's also something about you where I think with the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, I definitely think this person views you as having your like shit together financially, having a lot of wealth, or having like potential for a lot of wealth. Like you're a hard worker, you're very creative, and whether or not they understand manifestation energy, or like that's terms that they would use, the concept behind you is like that you're like this great manifester. You're able to pull things into reality, and they see themselves as being like this high level, like loving individual that is very in tune with their intuition and their emotions, because they're self-identifying as the King of Cups. There's also a lot of love. There's, you know, they love you. They have a lot of emotions for you. But there's this, which bothers me, okay? There's the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords represents lies and deception. So we need to see what they're thinking about that. I don't know if I'm not feeling like they think you're sneaky. They might for some of you. Maybe they think you're being sneaky, that you're hiding things. But I almost feel like this is something that they're hiding. So let me clarify that really quick. But they want this relationship to work. Like they want you to be their, I just keep hearing 7th house over and over. 7th house represents marriage. Like they want you to be their wife, their husband, their partner, their forever partner. The river is reversed. Okay, the river's all about flowing. I'm looking really quickly at my thing that goes with this deck. Okay, yeah. Ooh, okay. I'm getting it now. Yes. Okay. And death. There's another marker for Scorpio. So this definitely could be a Scorpio, guys, because for a lot of you, no, I shouldn't say that. Okay. For some of you, this person was lying. And they got so out of control with that river being reversed, their lies, that they don't really know how to bring this relationship to the point what they're wanting, where it's in their head. They know that they want to like be married to you, that they want to have a very committed relationship to you, something very serious. They know they have to change, they have to transform in order for that to happen. But their lies and their deceptions got so out of fucking control, they have no idea how to come forward. This person has lied a lot. And it's really interesting the fact that they're coming up as the King of Cups and like they're like showing up in this as like they're thinking about themselves in a very high regard when it comes into contact with you. And they almost like disassociate all of their bad behavior off to the side. Like it's not like a big deal, but I have a feeling whatever this is, like with these cards, it was a very big deal to you. Okay. That's interesting. Let's just get a little bit more about the head, and then we'll take a look at the heart. Wishbone. You're definitely what they desire. Like they really want to be with you. This is somebody, every 11/11 they see, they're thinking about you. They're wishing for you. You know, when they, like if I'm seeing people throw like quarters into a fountain, they make a wish for you. Going under a tunnel, holding their breath and making a wish for you. All those little things, like they wish for you. August might be very significant for you, for this connection. Maybe this person was born in August. Maybe you met in August, or maybe you'll be having some sort of encounter with them in August, or they're thinking about having an encounter with them in August, because we are talking about the thoughts that they have. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Yeah, this person, like, okay, and this is why I'm bothered by this reading, because this person feels like they're going to have success. Like it's going to be a success. They're going to get you back, period. Right. But I don't like this, because it's like, they don't even self-identify with the actions here. It's just that they understand that their lies got out of control, but I don't feel like they really hold themselves as fully accountable as I would like to see in this type of reading, with this energy coming out, as they should. So this is more of a, how do I get back on the Queen of Pentacles good side, versus really taking ownership of this deceptive behavior and owning it as part of them and as something that they need to change. This is almost like they just got, you know, they lied too much, or I don't know. I don't like this. I just have to be honest. So, you know, okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the heart. We got to move everything off to the side because this thing tips over real easy. And I don't have the space to keep the second one up here anymore. Okay. Move these off to the side. Let's see what's going on in this person's heart about you. Hopefully it's better, right? I don't know. You know, people's heads can get, you can have all kinds of crazy thoughts, and who knows what I'm picking up on when it comes to like what stream of consciousness I'm getting on, or the heart. That's why I like to look at both, because the head and the heart both have that same energy. It's like, all right, that's a no. All right, let's see. What does this person feel about you right now? How's this person feeling about you right now? Okay, we have Aries coming out. They are, they really, really, really want to come in contact with you, but they're like holding themselves back because I don't think they really know. Like, I don't think they know how to come forward in a way that you'll be receptive. I also feel like there's like this stubborn energy where they know they were wrong, but they don't want to admit to it fully. So they're trying to figure out like how to admit to part of it without taking full responsibility enough that kind of draws you in, right? But there's also a part of them that doesn't want to go forward to you and that wants you to go forward to them, and is like waiting that out to see for that to happen. Just to put that out there. Okay, we have the Hierophant. Again, this person, so we're now in the heart space. This person feels like you are going to be their wife. You're going to be their husband. You're going to be their forever partner. Like, that is what's going on here. They really already have like this ownership, this idea that you guys are together, and that's it. But how they feel about you is absolutely out of control. This person probably has a lot of varying emotions when it comes to you. Again, I'm getting like the petty energy here, where it's like I feel like this person was more than likely in most of their relationships prior very like controlled in regards to how they responded emotionally. I feel like they were very manipulative in their past relationships and were always able to like play their people that they were with, or like run them in a certain way, and always know how that person was going to react. Like, there's something about the reactions. They don't ever know what to expect from you and your reactions. They don't know how to control you, basically. And so that makes this person has a lot of issues with control, feel absolutely out of control. They have a lot of varying emotions about you. I'm hearing aggression. There's a lot of aggression towards you for some reason as well. Why? Judgment reverse. So this person doesn't feel like you treated them fairly in some sort of situation, and they feel very aggressive about that. It's almost like they want to come, like, the part of the reason why they don't come in as well is because I think they do hold a lot of anger towards you, and they're afraid that they're going to make the situation worse. Because again, they don't know how to assess how you would respond to any other communication, and but they know that you're the type of person that could just like, you know, verbally mess them up. And so they're like, you know, this person is going to jump down my throat, or they're not going to be fair, they're not going to hear me out, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to go forward, but I really want to. So they have just this real strong desire to, a lot of anger and a lot of passion towards you. So it's kind of a mess here. They definitely have a lot of big emotions and big energy that they're dealing with regarding you. That you are definitely very important to this person's soul growth. So, like, because we have all majors coming out for feelings, this is the divine intervening. This is, I believe this is, you came in their life so they were forced to go into some serious shadow work and to seriously see this deceptive behavior that I feel is something that's, they're often engaged in for what it is, and to lose something that was really real because of it. The Queen of Swords, yeah. And I think they do feel like their head is in this very egoic, well, they're mine, they're always going to come back to me, it'll be all right. Well, you know, whenever I get my speech together, whenever I get my act together, I'll go forward and it will be all right, right? But when in their heart, they do suspect that you're not going to be about that, because the Queen of Swords is not about any of that. Unless you are presenting her with actual changed behavior, they're going to be like, get out of my face. Like, I don't care. I don't care what the excuses are. I don't care what the reasons are. I'm looking for changed behavior, not excuses, right? And so I feel like they are very afraid that you are going to just cut them off completely, or that you are going to, you know, if you've already cut them off completely, that you're going to once again reiterate that no, goodbye. Okay. So let's get some advice for you all and see, you know, like, is this person coming forward anytime soon? I definitely think that they you know your person better than I do. If you know your person is the type of person that has a really hard time with controlling their impulses, then this person is definitely coming forward very soon with that energy, because there's so much pressure for them to be in contact with you from their, you know, from their emotional state and definitely their mental state. But if your person is a bit more, like if you're dealing with a Scorpio or somebody that might be a bit more like a Taurus, somebody that's more, stubborn, then it could be some time, because this person definitely is having like this whole, well, they can come towards me vibe. So let's look at advice for you. Oh my God, y'all, Scorpio. Okay. So the advice for you is, one thing about this, and this isn't really advice, this is more of an explanation. This relationship was brought into your life so you could see various extremes. And I feel like you maybe have had that with this person. You've had very, very highs with this person and very low lows with this person. So that's part of the lesson. But the other message I'm getting here for advice is that you have to release control of this situation. Some of you still, even though you might not be in contact with them, even though you might have even be the one that cut contact, I think a lot of you did, you still have this weird, and I don't think it's like, it's nothing that's like you're physically doing or you're doing on the down low or whatever, but like you are energetically still trying to control them in a certain way. And I don't know really how to explain this other than I'm hoping you're going to know what I'm talking about. This can be, when I feel this kind of energy, typically with myself or, you know, somebody that I know really well, this is the type of feeling I get when I know that I'm diving too hard into trying to figure out what's going on with this person, in the, you know, with cards or astrology or meditation, or trying to tap into telepathy or like whatever your thing is, spending just even too much time thinking about them. It's trying to still control the situation and not just like release it and see what happens. And so you're being called to just kind of like release this whole thing. Try not to like obsess about it too much. I know you're here listening to this and it's like I'm basically telling you that you shouldn't be here listening to this, but that's how sometimes these things go. Sometimes we do need to take breaks from looking at a particular topic if we are involved with tarot and astrology and channeling information and all that stuff. We need to take a break from checking out their social media. We need to take a break from that stuff, because if you're really trying to make a point, you have to make it not only with what you say and your actions, but you have to make that point energetically. You have to pull your power back. So that is what I see there. Let's look at some other advice. Okay, so we have the moon coming out. The moon. This is a deck I've had for a couple years and I still don't have it memorized. So I have my little cards here with their meanings. Now the moon normally is all about emotions. This is going to be, to me, intuitively, like you needing to use your head and not your emotions, because this person, for those of you that this person's coming in fast, especially if you're watching this shortly after I post this, we're right in the middle of retrograde season. Mercury just went retrograde. We have multiple other planets in retrograde, and this is like the time when exes come back into the picture, and this is a time when you might be more susceptible to allow them to come back in, even if they aren't really presenting in the way that they should be, or like that would deserve that reconnection. And so I feel like part of this is telling you to make sure you check your emotions and you're not just making decisions based off of them. That's just what I'm going to take from it. That's not what the traditional meaning is of this card based on the author, but you guys know I read intuitively, so okay, let's look at last bit of advice, and then we'll take a look at potential outcome. We have playfulness coming up. and we have passion coming up. So yeah, this person, I 100% think this person's coming back into the picture for sure. They have too much drive towards you. This connection you guys do have a lot of fun. Like you enjoy each other's company. You have a lot of good chemistry, a lot of passion, a lot of sexual energy in this reading for sure. But I just think you need to be use your head and not your I'm trying to think of an appropriate phrase for this. Just use your head, okay? Don't follow through. Don't make decisions based off of your feelings or based off of your hormones. So let's go ahead and look at potential outcome. Oh God. Why do readings have to do this sometimes, where I start getting all kinds of tea at the end that explain what was going on earlier? Goodness. Okay. Listen. This came out and I heard boots made for walking. Potential outcome. Desk and dolphin. Okay. Listen. What was it? The seven of that little seven of swords that they didn't seem to think was that big of a deal in the beginning, right? Your person, that seven of swords is most likely them dealing with other people. This person that they might have been dealing with could be a what is this? Fair-skinned woman, fair-haired woman. Could be that. Also could be male or non-binary. Doesn't really matter. I don't really put the woman in there too much. Doesn't matter to me. But this person was dealing with somebody else that's represented in this energy, right? That was what that seven of swords was. This person is not going to go anywhere. That is what I'm seeing here. The potential outcome is that person's not going anywhere that they're dealing with. I don't know if this is an ex, if this is a ex-wife, they have kids together. There's something that's definitely binding them together. There's something that is like, they're going to kick them out, or they're going to come to you and say that they've kicked them out, but it's not real. Like or maybe it is right now, but there's something about this person and that connection where they keep going back to it. So yeah, they want to marry you. Yeah, they see you in this amazing light, but they have some sort of situation that they have not broken free from. And even if they kick this person out, this person always finds a way back in, because your person, they don't see the stuff they do as being that bad. They figure out how to, like, excuse themselves from certain behavior. They will blame you for behaving a certain way, which caused them to react and go and do this, right? And so that's what you're looking at. You're looking at somebody that if you're not 100, they're not going to be treating you with respect. They're going to be messing with whoever this is. So your advice, I'm really taking it as, just pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your work. Pay attention to your money. You're building your wealth, building your life. I hope a lot of you are just listening to this because you're just curious about what's going on with this person, and you're not hoping that you're going to reconnect and it's going to be a lot of change for them. This person, yeah, they know they need to change, but they're not really taking the steps in order to do so. They're really more looking out and trying to figure out how to be better at what they do. That is just the truth. So I am sorry, group one. It wasn't a positive reading. I know, though, a lot of you guys need to hear this because that's what you all tell me whenever I give you these readings, that, you just need that confirmation. So let me know what's going on in the comments. Again, general energy reading. Only take the information you know is for you. Leave anything else behind. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you next time. Hello, group 3 of Wands. So this is going to be your reading. As a reminder, as always, this is a general energy reading. So you have to only take the information that resonates, leave behind anything else that doesn't. If you would like to get a personalized reading based on this same topic, I actually offer this exact reading in a individual session, and it's called the Thoughts and Feelings reading. So you can book that on my website, 1111witchybabe.com. Depending on when you're watching this, if you watch it within the first couple of days of it being released, I am running a flash sale, 30% off. So this is going to be the time to book it. That's going to extend out until the weekend ends. So head over there if you're wanting to book. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Three of Wands. Already, I know your person that you're not in communication with is seeing you as their future, and as a future that is coming in quick. So you're not in communication. Chances are this person is definitely ready for that communication to happen and ready to come back in. Let's get some more information. I am really hoping you guys have a better reading than group one, because that was not it. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. The High Priestess. The Nine of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. Awesome. Wow. Okay, I like this. One more card. The Sixth House. Nice. I really like this, guys. Oh yes, you guys are a absolute total difference. I don't even know the right word. Like contrast compared to group one. All right. So what is your person? What's going on? I don't know if your person maybe has. They might be a Virgo. They might have this. So here's the thing I've noticed with Virgos. Virgos aren't outright competitive, but they are competitive. It's just they don't present themselves that way, because I think that would be a little bit too, not perfect. So your person might have some Virgo in the chart, because there's something about this person. They've released this need of, or this feeling of having to compete for you, having to compete for this connection. They feel like this connection is really, is good. Like you're their soulmate, you're their partner, you're their person. They want to be of service to you. So there's heavy Virgo vibes here. The sixth house is ruled by Virgo. They want to be of service to you. They have had a understanding of who you are. They've had an understanding of where their life is going. They're tapping into their intuition, and they don't necessarily, like, they logically can't understand why they understand this, but it's just known and it's in them. They also, with you, they feel like you're somebody that's very self-sufficient, that you don't need them. And that is really a big turn on for them, because you're not trying to get anything from them. You're not, you're not with them for some purpose that benefits you. You are, you're like, I like you. I love you, whatever it is for you guys. I want to be with you because of that reason, and not because of what you can give me, because you already take care of yourself. You don't need anything else. Okay. So they see you in a really, really positive light. Let's see, when it comes to the relationship, let's take a look there. Yeah, like you are their, I actually thought that was Six of Cups, so I'm going to have to say again, you're their soulmate. That's like a really strong vibe. I don't know if this person has told you they're their soulmate, or they're going to come tell you that you're their soulmate. They've had some sort of really, a realization about who you are. That's all I can say there. But that Six of Pentacles is that they want to share information with you. There's something I want to tell you, and maybe that's you're my soulmate. They've had like a huge epiphany. Some of these people may have had their own spiritual awakening, and you might not be aware of that at all. Like, if you're watching them on social media, they might not be presenting as anything's changed, but it definitely has. Okay. And so the other thing is that they're releasing this feeling of like they have to compete for you, but they still are kind of dealing with issues of wanting to control you, because they just really, like, you're their soulmate. And so it's like this ownership feeling with that King of Pentacles going reversed. With the King of Pentacles reversed in a relationship reading is going to be somebody that has some serious control issues. and basically wants to have ownership over their partner. And I feel like this person, they're working through that. And I think part of it, they want to share with you that they understand that the energy that they were in. So more than likely this person, you've already know that they're controlling. And you know, they probably had a lot of like issues with other people in your life. Like, and I feel like for some of you, like it was so bizarre because a lot of you are people that showed a lot of dedication to this person, and there's no reason they should have questioned you. And it's like this person was questioning you about things that are just like, why are you like, that's my cousin that came over, or you know, I was having lunch with my bosses, or you know, things like that, where it's like, why are you questioning me for such weird things? I feel like they recognize that, and they're still, I have to admit, they're still in that energy a bit. They still want to control you to a degree, but they are recognizing that that was wrong, what they were doing before in the past. And it's something that they're working on. And that's why they really do want to be of service to you, because I feel like maybe this person, you put up with a lot from them, some of their insecurities, and you really tried to work with them through certain things. And they want to give back to you for that. They want to give back to you for your patience and your dedication. Yeah, they're really, really, really emotional when they think about you. They're really emotional when they think about the connection. This really means a lot to them. So, but they have their stuff and they know it, and they're working on it. So let's go ahead and take a look at how they feel, what's in the heart space. And I have to take all these down because this thing falls over so easy. So how are they feeling about you and the connection? The World. Yes, it feels like this coming together and being like complete and happy, and you know, having a sound connection with you has been blocked, and they're trying to figure out how to get past that. Also, that there's this strong feeling to communicate with you. They really want to come forward with some truth, and I believe that truth is just really owning their own kind of shadow aspects and the things that they did to you that were not okay. The Four of Cups. Yes, they took this relationship for granted. They didn't see it for what it was. They didn't see all the magic that existed in it. And so when you walked away, or when they walked away, whatever it was for you, they finally had to see, like, they faced the music. They saw like what they were losing, and that was a soulmate. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they definitely, they're bringing it up again about they really feel bad for any controlling behavior that they put on you. This can be regarding relationships. This can be regarding finances. This could be regarding anything. Whatever they were doing, they were trying to control you, and they really do feel bad for that. They do see how that was not okay and not acceptable behavior. So I do like to see that. How are they feeling about you? How are they feeling about the connection? Wow. Okay. They just, I feel this to me feels like it's about contact. Let me get another card. Okay. So first of all, I feel a couple different things from these two cards. So one, I feel like they definitely have had to change the way that they perceive love and what a healthy relationship is because of you and your connection. I believe that they have always seen romantic connections, they've always seen like control as being a part of romantic connections, as being normal, as being acceptable. And so that is something that they've had a total kind of change. They've had to change their thinking with altogether. And a lot of people at this time, again, it's a timeless reading, but for all my folks watching it soon after I post it, a lot of people at this time, because of the energy, they're having these sudden realizations about themselves. We do have, you know, especially if this person has a sun sign in Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus, which means that it is conjuncting the Taurus sun. And that is when you have a big change in your personality and in your essence, right? Your sun sign is your essence, your spirit, your life force. And so you have, that could be happening if this person's a Taurus, but also there's just a lot of energy that is making people have realizations about themselves. We have all these retrogrades going on, which takes all that planetary energy and shoves it inside of you to make you kind of face yourself, face your shadows, face the things that you weren't seeing before. And having when you come out of that, just like new realizations, new revelations. And so I feel like that's part of this, but also this person, this is about communication and how what they're wanting in that regard. I feel like this person is going to just have the urge to contact you and tell you all about their feelings with Cancer there, all about their feelings about you and everything that happened. And they want to be really honest. And I think this is just going to be all of a sudden, it's not going to be something that you expect because Uranus is there. Sorry, I'm saying Uranus wrong. How should I be saying Uranus? I'm just going to keep saying Uranus because I never can remember the right way to say it. And I don't like saying Uranus and I don't like the other options. So whatever. Anyway, they just are going to say, fuck it, and contact you. And it's going to be one of those times where you were not expecting it at all. So there's some little bit of heads up about what's to come. You're not going to be expecting it. And you're probably like, whatever, Stephanie, you told me now, so now I'm going to be expecting it, bet. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. You want to know why? Because I read myself, and I see every time somebody's out to contact me, and I see it when it comes through with this type of energy, and I still do not expect it when it happens. Because it always will happen, even if you're like thinking about it that day. You'll end up like getting drawn into having to do something or, you know, go somewhere, and you're like really focused in on what you're doing because you have to put all your attention in on it. And when you come out of that, you go to check your phone and it's like, bam, there it is. Like, oh, damn, I really wasn't expecting it. So that's how that goes. Anyway, let's see. Oh, sorry, my kids are being loud. Okay, let's see. Anything else here about feelings, and then we're going to go look at some advice and potential outcome. Yeah, this person, they've had some serious spiritual breakthroughs. So they see this connection as being so much more than just a normal relationship, and they see the potential for a lot of spiritual growth. You know, you might be into spirituality. I assume you are because you are here, but you might be vocal about that in your connection, and they have, you know, they feel like they can learn from you. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some advice. What is your advice? What's going on, guys? This has to be a Virgo, okay? Are you guys Virgos? What is going on? Are you guys got Virgo in your chart? This person has Virgo in their chart. So your advice is, I feel, to be receptive to this individual with this card coming out. Again, Virgo is the sign of service to others. I do feel, though, that you do need to be on your toes and to, you know, kind of pick apart what they say. You don't have to, I'm not saying pick apart it to them. I don't think that would be very nice with where this person's coming from. They definitely seem to be coming from a very honest space and really wanting to tell you all of these things, but I don't know what they did to you beforehand. I don't know the details of that. So if you were in a situation with this person where you need to second guess them or you need to like take time to analyze them, definitely do that. But they are attempting to make change. It's definitely not like group one. So if you're thinking about listening to group one, you might still want to because maybe there's information in there for you, but two vastly different energies for sure. Deception reversed. So when it comes to advice, you know, if this person, if you had issues with them deceiving you, lying to you, cheating on you, whatever, they have faced that and they are working on making changes to that behavior so it does not happen again. This is something that they, you know, they do own it, and they're releasing it. But when it comes to you in particular in this card coming out, this is telling you to not put up masks. So if this person comes back, it's not saying you have to accept them, because again, I don't know what the details were, but it's like you need to be honest and you need to be open, you need to be receptive, and you can't be putting on a fake mask when you're communicating with this individual. You need to be in your truth. And if your truth is that you're too hurt and you cannot continue on with this, or you don't think it's going to be rebuilt, then say that. If your truth is that, you know, you want to make this work, but you're going to need a lot of time, then say that. Don't say, okay, yeah, I accept it, and then you know that you're not fully ready to just move on to your next part of your relationship with them. If you know you hold resentment, you need to be totally honest and open about how you feel, and about where you want the connection to go, without feeling like you have to like hide it under some sort of, you know, disguise. Okay, let's look. Advice. cracked cup, dissatisfied from life, and vacation. I feel like this is kind of advising you of when this person comes in contact with you. I think you need to take some time. You need to take some time away, and you can say, hey, I got to think about this. I'm gonna get back to you, and just take some time to reflect on it. I do feel like this person is coming from a very positive space, but I don't know what's happened to you. So maybe you're going to need some time to kind of figure out how to be completely transparent with them and to really relay your emotions and feelings in a way that is very clear. One thing that your guides are suggesting for you is, before you making decisions about what you're going to do with this person, are you just unhappy with life right now? Are you bored? Would you be reconnecting with them because of that? Or is there something else going on in your life that you're not happy about, and it's like this could be a good distraction from you? So they kind of want you to kind of just take some time to really evaluate, what do you actually want with this person? Let's look at some potential outcomes. What's going on? What's the potential outcome? Fourth house, nice. North Node, wow, okay. I just heard no rush. So I see now why they still were like kind of, there's like this hesitation, because normally with all of that really positive information, even if there's some negative stuff that happened in the past, because this person is coming from such a pure space at this point, I would be like, yeah, like do it, like go ahead. But I do feel this pause, and like, don't jump to anything too quickly with this person. This is the potential outcome. If you guys are in the right space for each other, is really, really positive. This is a secure relationship, something that is, that could last a lifetime. This is something that could be your, your soulmate, your destiny, your fate. This could be that connection that you're seeking, but it involves you both being in a good space. It involves you both being honest and truthful. And I feel like a lot of you are holding a lot of resentment, and it wouldn't be any justice to you or this individual to jump back into anything too quickly with them. I feel like this is a connection that could be the type of connection that you want, the type that we think about when we think of soulmates. But also, if it comes together too quickly after issues, it could be something that just ends up disintegrating and it's done. It's weird because it feels like fate, but at the same time, there's a lot of free will involved that can just totally take it off track and it not be a part of your path anymore. So that's why they want you to be sure of what you want, because it's not saying it's a wrong thing if you decide that this isn't what you want. You don't have to, this isn't a path that you have to go down. And I know that's a little confusing because I'm talking about fate and destiny, but this is going to be one of those instances that you really truly are co-creating, and you'll have to decide what you want. And if this is the person that you want, then you need to make sure that when you're really establishing the relationship, you have healed and you aren't holding any resentment, because you will destroy it and you won't be getting what you want. Okay. I do feel like if you go into it too early, that definitely is not going to be a good thing for the outcome. Okay. Let's take a look at potential outcome based on waiting, based on making sure that you guys are both in a good space before you really dive back into it. Yeah. Make the effort. I was just gonna say, okay, I just kept, when I put this card down, I heard children, children, children. And it's like, okay, children is very important. And then the children card come out. This could be the person that you have kids with, or you have more kids with, or you decide to adopt a bunch of animals with, or you decide to, take on a big project with, where you help other people. This could be that for you. So it's worth the effort of controlling your desire to jump back into a situation to make sure you're actually ready to jump back in. I think a lot of you really love this person. And that might be obvious if you're like, well, of course they do. They're here listening to it. No, a lot of my viewers come here to listen about how their person ain't shit. So just so you know. But I think a lot of you that are attracted to this, you really do love this person. You really do want to make this work. And so the advice is fairly simple. just let it develop naturally. Don't jump into anything. Make that extra effort to wait, to get to know each other again, to fully express yourself, to be very open and honest, and to allow yourself to heal fully so you don't hold resentment towards them for whatever has happened in the past. And then you can open up this door to this North Node energy. Your North Node in your chart is your destiny, it's your fate, it's your life trajectory. It's where you're going to find a lot of happiness and a lot of fulfillment. And with the 4th house being like your home and what makes you feel secure, it's just very, very positive potential outcome. It's just not going to be quick. So you have to be okay with that. All right. So that is going to be your reading, group 2. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you are enjoying your day whenever you're landing upon this. And again, if you want to book a personal reading like this with me, check out my website and look for that thoughts and feelings option. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Hello, group Hermit. So this is going to be your reading for the thoughts and feelings of your person that you're not in communication with. How are they seeing you in the relationship? How are they feeling about you in the relationship? So reminder before I begin, as always, this is a general energy reading. Only take the information that resonates and leave behind anything else that doesn't. I do offer this reading. It's called Thoughts and Feelings on an individual level. So if you would like to book that with me, you can do that at my website, 1111witchybabe.com. And if you are watching this video within the first day or so of me posting it, I am doing a flash sale at this time. So all of my readings are 30% off. So this would be the time to book it because I don't put my readings on sale that often. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on in. All of those attracted to Hermit. This vibe is definitely a bit darker than the other two in regards to just kind of how this person sees you. I feel like you have there's more mystery to you. There's more of them not fully understanding you. So keep that in mind when we start looking at how they see you, because I always like to tell people, because sometimes I get comments where it's like, nope, that's not it because that's not me. Well, you know, if you don't think it resonates, that's one thing. But if you don't think it's for you just because that's not you who I'm describing, you have to remember that I'm describing how this person's seeing you or seeing the relationship. That's their personal perspective. It doesn't not mean that that's the truth or that's who you are. That's just what they're seeing you. And that's just what they're seeing you now whenever I'm picking up on their energy, and not necessarily how they see you overall. So just like to throw that out there because I've seen a couple of those comments. Oops, I'm shuffling on my cord. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some more details on how this person is seeing you and the relationship. Page of Cups reversed. Ooh, the Devil. Three of Swords reversed. I see why I felt heavier energy. 10 of Wands reversed. Okay. So your person is seeing you as the Page of Cups reversed. So the Page of Cups is going to be a court card, and court cards represent people. And you know what energy that they're currently in. So this person is going to see you. There's like I said, there's something very mysterious about you. This person thinks that you might be a lot of talk and not a lot of follow through. They think that you might be a bit immature, especially when it comes to love. Like maybe you just have like a crush on them, like it's not really serious. But at the same time, they feel like they're really, really, really attached and bonded to you. They almost feel addicted to you. They're like addicted to try to figure out like what you're about. They want to figure out this mystery. There's a side of you that they believe they know, and then there's this whole other aspect of you that they just are totally in the shadows with. So this person also, I feel, sees you as somebody that has gotten over a lot in your life. Like there's just overall heavy energy when it comes to me trying to pick up on you guys' energy. Those that are watching, like a lot of you I feel have been through a lot of trauma, be that in relationships or be that through your childhood or events that have happened to you as an adult. There has just been a lot. You have a lot of baggage. There's a lot of things that you've been going through. And so they see you as somebody that has had a lot of burdens and a lot of heartbreak, but has learned how to release it, has learned how to not make it a part of you. However, at the same time, I do feel like they think you're a bit unreliable in regards to, do you actually want to be in this connection? And that's probably because you just don't show all the aspects of yourself. You don't show everything you're feeling or everything you're thinking to them, because there is like this protective cloak over you. Like you don't want to let anybody see the true you in all its entirety. So let's get some more cards here. So we have Capricorn. And you know, the Devil card is the Capricorn. Ooh, and then we have Saturn. Wow, look at all this energy. So maybe you guys are Capricorns, Virgo, Earth energy. But we have Saturn here, we have Capricorn here, and I feel like there's like, they see you as being really, really hardworking, very dedicated to your goals, but there's like a big blockage here. And I think why I'm getting kind of confused right now is because they don't even really know how they see you. Like I said, there's part of you that's illuminated, right? They can see part of you, but it's not that much. You see, you can't really see that much of her. Her face is covered. The front part of her body's covered. This is all in the dark, in the shadows. So they're just seeing this sliver of you. So they see kind of how you present to the world. Maybe like they relate what they know about you to the same as what you would present to like clients or to the public. They feel like they're blocked out of being able to see you clearly. So, but I think that's also part of the reason why they're so drawn into you, why there's so much like attraction to you, because they're trying to figure out like what you're about and how you actually feel about them. Because there is this big fear of you just being kind of childish and just it being like a crush, but not being like a big deal to you. So I have a feeling though, if you're here, it has to mean something to you, right? All right, let's go ahead and see how they are feeling about you. Four of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Moon reversed. Page of Swords reversed. The Cup. So they love you. They do. But there's a lot of other stuff there too. With the Cup being there, the Cup is all about love and receptivity, being able to receive. But there's a big blockage when it comes to everything, like of being able to express their emotions for you. First, I feel like they also, you know, this could be a lot of projection. Again, this is how they see you. That's not necessarily the truth. This is how they feel about you. It's not necessarily the truth for you. This is their perception and how they are reading the situation. So they really love you, but there is definitely this feeling of being blocked and not really knowing. They feel like they don't know you in reality. They feel like there's something that you might be hiding, that there's some sort of like secret that's going to come out about you. I feel like they're a little bit worried about, like, there's some sort of issue with how you guys communicate with one another. I think you guys are just very different people. Like, I keep getting flashes of different couples that are like very different people, very different backgrounds, very different belief systems. But they feel like you guys coming together is blocked. And like there's just this big restriction. But at the end of the day, they still really love you. So it's weird though. This person is... I think this person is doing a lot of projecting, to be honest, because they're blocked. Like trying to read into them, they're blocked. They have their emotions blocked up. And I think a lot of that will be released through some sort of communication, because that is something big to me as well, is like this communication that needs to come through. How are they feeling about you in the relationship? Yeah, a lot of loss, a lot of pain, a lot of regret, a lot of wishing they did things differently. They said things differently. I'm hearing like, do I just accept that I might not know you, or I might not feel like I know you? You know, you might be somebody that is like, you might have like a lot of Scorpio or a lot of Pluto in your chart. You might have that just where people automatically think you're being secretive, even if you're not. You could just have that energy, like Pluto under your ascendant, first house Pluto. Okay, that's all I'm picking up there. So this person, when it comes to like contact, I don't necessarily see them or feel them moving very fast, because I feel like they feel very restricted. And like they can't make any decisions on what to do. So I wouldn't call this this person's coming back in contact with you soon pile at all. But they're definitely thinking about it. Okay, what's some advice for you? Let's go ahead and go to that portion. What's the advice? Honeymoon. I feel like you just need to get away. You need some time to get away from the situation. If you can't physically get away, because again, like, well, when I'm recording, we're still in like this weird kind of quarantine, kind of not state. I don't think many people are traveling a ton, but if you can get away, like get away from thinking about the situation, go immerse yourself in something else, get away through books, get away through music, get away through watching your favorite shows or something, but just pull yourself away from this situation a bit. This person is a soulmate. They really are, but there's something about you needing to pull your energy away from the situation for a bit. I feel like that is generally what happened. I'll see this advice come through when you are acting as an energetic block yourself by kind of focusing too much into the connection, thinking about it over and over and over again. Your thoughts are energy, and so you're transmitting that energy whether you like it or not. And if there is a blockage in this connection because you both have soul growth to do, which generally that is the case, especially if you're coming out with a soulmate energy, then it's there for a purpose. It's there so you have to kind of dive in deep, and you have to pull away and figure out what the heck is going on. What is it that's, you know, preventing this from working from a personal point? Like, what am I doing? How can I be more open, more receptive, especially particularly for like you guys, because it seems like you're hiding a lot. And I'm not saying you're hiding things that you're doing that are wrong. I'm saying like you're just hiding how you actually feel because you're afraid to open up fully. Love yourself first. Yes. So you put too much energy into the connection. You need to pull it back. Pull it back a bit and put that back into yourself. Love yourself before you love this person, because I think you are adding into that blockage. Advice. And this separation is temporary. It really is. So everything I said though, again, you are adding to this. And I don't like to give people advice because I'm always afraid people are just going to go about and like do certain things because they're hoping to draw this person back into their life. That can't be where you're coming from. Roots matter. Our intentions matter. Our intentions matter more than what we actually are doing. That is the energy that is setting the tone. That is your signature that you're sending out before you do the action. They matter. So if you are only doing certain things to try to attract this person back into your life, it's not going to work. Okay. You need to be doing that inner work and that healing for you. Let's go ahead and look at potential outcome. Gemini. So definitely communication. You guys are going to have a big conversation. A lot of things are going to be discussed. A lot of, I feel, breakthroughs. There also could be some fluctuations when it comes to you guys, when you guys come back in contact. It might not be like back in and back at it right away. There could be some kind of ebb and flow with the connection while you are, I think there's just a lot of healing that both of you as individuals need before you can be in a really solid connection. So this is kind of reminding me of very twin flamey. Holy shit. And then we had the lovers come out. Yeah, it's really reminding me of twin flame energy. And this is my lovers that has all the red and stuff around here too. You guys are mirroring some energy for sure. And when those kind of connections are in your life, everybody has like their own belief system of what they stand for. My personal belief is that twin flames come into your life and they go and they come and they go and they come and they go because they aren't really supposed to be. Okay, let me rephrase this. For a lot of people, they aren't necessarily supposed to be connections that are lifelong connections in this lifetime. They are supposed to be activators to awaken us. So we do a lot of soul work. So we release a lot of karma from past lives and a lot of energy that needs to be taken care of. So we're dealing with our ancestral, you know, detaching from ancestral like curses and stuff like that, that we're doing all this work as a collective right now. They come in to help activate you to that understanding and to spirituality and you know, your soul and getting to know yourself in a different way. But they aren't always necessarily going to be your lifetime partner. And I'm not saying that's the case for you all, but I'm saying that that is just how these type of energetic connections that I would label as a twin flame tend to go in my experience through my work. So, and just what I've noticed and I've observed through just living life. Okay. Let's see what else is potential outcome. Two of Swords. So you're gonna have a decision. I feel like I said, I don't think that this is definitely gonna be my slowest moving energy regarding contact coming back in for all three piles. There could be, by the time this person does come back in, somebody else in the picture, or there already is somebody else in the picture, and you're gonna be having a decision between the two. But I do want to warn you that if you are looking for something that is very stable and is going to stay in your life, and you guys are not going to continue to trigger each other, then you might not want to put all your eggs in the basket of this individual, because it's just, it's nothing, it's not that they're a bad person or there's anything wrong with them. Kind of like group one, I was kind of like throwing a lot of shade. This is not that. This is just difficult. This is emotionally draining and difficult for you. It's important that it's in your life, but it's not the easiest relationship to have with a person on a day-to-day basis whenever they're mirroring your flaws, they're mirroring your wounds, they're mirroring the things that you try to hide from yourself. How do you face that every single day without it becoming a problem eventually? Which is why a lot of people in twin flame connections that identify with that and have that back and forth energy, you know, they only can stay around each other for a certain amount of time before it blows up again, before that shadow work comes in and you start doing that work. But how many other people and how many other, you know, things in your life can put you through that accelerated growth? Like nothing else, in my opinion, when I talk to my, you know, clients and friends, can even compare to these type of relationships with the amount of soul growth and development and, maturity that you develop because of them. So that's why they are amazing in regard to that, but they're just not that amazing when you're looking at it from a perspective of who do I want to spend my life with. So you know, again, you don't have to take that with you. I get a lot of downvotes when I start talking about twin flames in this way. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that you're very used to hearing the rhetoric of this is your lifetime partner. It's just, that is not what I see happening, and that is not my intuitive feeling or what I've been shown for their purpose. And so if you don't like that, then you might not like hanging around with me much on this channel. Maybe you're just not in the same vibration of me, and that's totally fine. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just, that is just my perception of this and what I've been shown. But when it comes to you guys in this connection, I do feel like there's somebody else in the picture, there's somebody else coming in, or you already got somebody else there and you're going to be making a decision. So this person's definitely coming back. It's just going to take some time. And let's take a look at that decision. Advice. you know, some of you might not have another option come in, but this advice is going to go the same way if you have another option come in or not. Your advice is to continue focus on building yourself, continue working on yourself. I think out of my 3 piles, you guys have the most shadow work to do at this time. I'm not saying like you're like you're less or not as advanced as the other 2 groups. No. It's just we all cycle through different cycles of shadow work, and you guys are the lucky ones up to be dealing with a lot of shadow work. And when that happens, when you have to start processing this stuff out, when you have these memories come up, when you have these realizations come up, these are situations that you tend to need to do alone. And so this is kind of being like, you know what, even if somebody else is in the picture, whenever this person comes back in your life, it might be best to focus in on building yourself up instead of reconnecting. And it might be better to focus on building yourself up instead of finding anybody new as well. Okay. So again, not the best reading. I wonder how this whole reading is going to go, because I'm definitely not telling anyone except for group 2 amazing things. But I think it's really important to be very honest with these type of readings, because there's a lot of, understanding that can come, and you don't need to blame yourself for these type of situations not working. And, especially this group, you guys, this is the type of thing that comes into your life on purpose, because it's time for you to grow, and it's time for you to get rid of some stuff that you've been carrying on for lifetimes. And it's the best and quickest way in order to do so. So it's just like, hey, we're going to fast track you real quick. We're going to accelerate your development. We're going to accelerate you to, graduating from this level. So it's not your fault. You weren't dumb. You weren't tricked. You weren't stupid. You're not being too, whatever. Even though I kind of got on you guys for being too secretive or not opening up enough, that's all part of it. You're learning how to open up. You're learning how to be vulnerable. You're learning intimacy on a real level where you're not hiding. These are really valuable lessons in life and for your soul. So don't ever feel stupid or bad or anything about this connection, because it's here to help you become a better person, regardless of how it actually turns out, if you guys become, life partners or not. All right, guys, that is going to be it. Let me know if you have any questions, if this resonates. I do hope you are having a fantastic day whenever you run across this. Again, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me based on your energy, because this is a general reading, so only take the tidbits that are for you, you can book that at my website, 1111witchybabe.com. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time.